Manchester United versus Arsenal, team news, injury updates, and match preview. Are you ready for one of the biggest matches of the season? Manchester United will face Arsenal this Sunday at Old Trafford in what promises to be an exciting Premier League clash. As a United fan, you'll want to know everything about our team's preparation, who's available to play, and what we can expect from the Gunners. This match is special for many reasons. United is looking for their 100th win over Arsenal, a huge milestone in this historic rivalry. Meanwhile, Arsenal's manager Mikel Arteta will be in charge for his 200th Premier League game. The timing couldn't be more interesting, with both teams coming off European fixtures with very different outcomes. Let's dive into everything you need to know about this upcoming battle at the Theatre of Dreams. Recent form, how both teams are doing. Before we talk about who's playing and who's not, let's look at how both teams have been performing lately. Manchester United drew 1-1 with Real Sociedad in the Europa League last Thursday. It wasn't the dominant performance we hoped for, but getting an away goal in the first leg of the last 16 tie gives us something to build on for the return leg. Arsenal, on the other hand, had a much better week in Europe. They absolutely demolished PSV Eindhoven with a stunning 7-1 victory in the Champions League. This big win will certainly boost their confidence coming into Sunday's match. What does this mean for us? The Gunners will be riding high after their European success, while United might need to find another gear after the draw in Spain. But as we all know, form often goes out the window in these big rivalry matches. Manchester United's injury concerns. Now for the part that every United fan is worried about, our injury list. Unfortunately, it's quite long at the moment. Players definitely out. Patrick Dorgu won't be available due to suspension. Amad Diallo is still recovering from an ankle injury. Alessandro Martinez continues his rehabilitation from a knee problem. Kobbie Mainoo is sidelined with a calf issue. Johnny Evans has a back injury. Luke Shaw remains out with a hamstring problem. Mason Mount is another hamstring casualty. Both backup goalkeepers Altay Bayındır and Tom Heaton are unavailable. That's 9 players who definitely won't feature against Arsenal. It's a significant number of absences that will test the depth of our squad. Players who might miss out. Harry Maguire picked up a knock and is doubtful. Manuel Ugarte is also dealing with a knock and remains a question mark. How has this string of injuries affected us? The defense has been hit particularly hard, with several key defenders unavailable. The absence of Mainoo in midfield is also a big blow, as he's been one of our brightest young talents this season. Arsenal's team news. What about our opponents? Arsenal also has several players on the sidelines. Players definitely out. Gabriel Martinelli with a hamstring injury. Bukayo Saka also sidelined with a hamstring problem. Kai Havertz completes a trio of hamstring issues. Gabriel Jesus has a knee injury. Takahiro Tomiyasu is out with a knee problem. The good news for Arsenal fans, but bad news for us, is that they don't have any doubtful players. Everyone else in their squad is available. How significant are these absences for Arsenal? Saka and Martinelli are key attacking players, while Havertz has been important for them this season. Their absence could definitely weaken Arsenal's threat going forward, which might give United an advantage. Predicted lineups. Who will start? Based on available players and recent selections, here's who we might see lining up for both teams. Manchester United likely lineup. Goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Defense, Matthijs de Ligt, Victor Lindelof, Lenny Yoro. Wingbacks, Noussair Mazraoui, Diogo Dalot. Midfield, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. Attack, Joshua Zirkzee, Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund. This looks like a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 formation, which might help compensate for our defensive injuries while still allowing the attacking talent to shine. Arsenal likely lineup. A goalkeeper, David Raya. Defense, Jurrien Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly. A midfield, Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice. Attack, Ethan Nwaneri, Mikel Merino, Leandro Trossard. Without some of their key attackers, Arsenal might rely more on their midfield creativity, with Odegaard playing a crucial role in creating chances. Key battles to watch. Which individual matchups could decide this game? Here are a few to keep an eye on. Onana versus Arsenal's shots. Andre Onana will need to be at his best against an Arsenal team that just scored 7 goals in their last match. Even without some of their regular attackers, they've shown they can still find the net. Casemiro versus Odegaard. Casemiro will have the tough job of limiting Odegaard's influence. The Arsenal captain is their creative hub, and keeping him quiet could be key to United's success. Bruno Fernandes versus Arsenal's midfield. With so many attacking players out, Bruno becomes even more important for United. Can he find space between Arsenal's lines to create chances? Højlund versus Saliba. And Gabriel Rasmus Højlund will face one of the league's strongest centre-back partnerships. This battle could determine whether United can convert their chances. Tactical considerations. How might this game play out from a tactical perspective? With United's defensive issues, we might see a more cautious approach from the Red Devils, especially early in the game. Utilizing Bruno Fernandes and Garnacho's creativity to feed Højlund could be our main attacking strategy. Arsenal, despite missing key attackers, still have a strong midfield that can control games. They might try to dominate possession and wear down United's makeshift defense. Set pieces could be crucial in this match, as both teams have shown vulnerability from corners and free kicks at times this season. The historical rivalry. This match isn't just about the current teams. It's part of one of football's greatest rivalries. United is looking for their 100th win over Arsenal across all competitions, which would be a remarkable achievement. Remember the battles between Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira? The heated exchanges between Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger? The infamous pizza-throwing incident? This fixture has given us countless memorable moments over the years. While the personnel may have changed, the intensity of this rivalry remains. Every player on the pitch knows what this game means to the fans. What this match means for United's season. Where does this game fit into United's bigger picture? With European qualification for next season still up for grabs, every point is crucial. A win against a top team like Arsenal would be a huge boost for our confidence and our position in the table. It could also prove that despite our injury problems, we can still compete with the best teams in the league. For players like Xerxes and Euro, it's a chance to show they belong at this level against top opposition. Predictions and expectations. So what should we expect from this game? Given the injury situations and recent form, Arsenal might start as slight favorites. However, United at Old Trafford can never be underestimated, especially in big games. A hard-fought 2-1 victory for United would be the perfect outcome. Bruno Fernandes and Højlund on the scoresheet, with United's defense holding firm despite the absences. Regardless of the result, we should expect a passionate, high-intensity match that showcases why this is one of the Premier League's greatest rivalries. See you at Old Trafford, or wherever you're watching from, for another chapter in this historic rivalry. Glory, glory, Man United!